What is going on, everyone? This is Eric Hutz for the win. I'm back from EVO 2015. I believe I did not even announce I was going on this channel. I was meaning to do that. I was going to make a video, but I just didn't have the time. And if you follow me on Twitter, you would know I went because I was tweeting like crazy during the weekend. And I'm sorry if I annoyed anyone because I was tweeting a lot at times. But yeah, it was in Vegas, and I might sound a little congested just from all the action out there and all the secondhand smoke, especially, that's everywhere in Vegas. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And I did feel like I was coming down with something last night when we got home. I just didn't feel good. I was thinking, man, I got some kind of EVO Bola or something out there. I don't know. But yeah, Vegas wore me out. I don't know what it is. I think it's just all the lights, all the walking, just everything that's going on there. Vegas is very tiring, and it's always been. Every time I go, I get so tired out. But yeah, I'm back now. I'm recuperating, and I wanted to tell you guys about EVO and just my experience, because in my circles here on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all of that, with She Attack and everything, not a lot of people ever really express interest in going to EVO, and that could just be because we're not like really into fighting games that much, like the people I talk to. But yeah, EVO has never really been a thing where I've had a friend go, or they've had experience with it, or they've wanted to go, even if they wanted to compete. I've never really had friends like that. So EVO is kind of one of those things that not a lot of people go to, at least the people I talk to. So I wanted to be the first. I wanted to give you guys a you know, a play-by-play of how it went down and what it's like. And I took a lot of footage, so I'll probably be playing that as you're listening to this. I don't know how well it will go with the commentary, but I'll at least give you guys an idea of how it was. Because what we see on the streams when we're at home, we just see that main stage, that, you know, what's going on there, who's competing, we see the finals, and that's it. But at EVO, there's more to it. There's a lot more things to see. It's definitely not an E3 or something like that. It's not that big. It's really small in comparison, but there's still a lot of things to check out. So I just wanted to tell you guys about it. So first things first, it's funny when you go through the casino and get to EVO. It was at Bally's, and if you guys have been to Vegas, you know Bally's. It's a pretty big casino. It connects to Paris, and so it's kind of intertwined. They're kind of like this one massive casino put together. So when you're walking through and you're getting closer and closer to EVO, I noticed the closer we got, the more I knew we were getting close. And by that, I mean, I just saw a bunch of gamers. And you know what gamers look like, right? They look like me. They look like all of us who, you know, we wear glasses. We have our t-shirts on. We have, you know, some of them had their actual fighting sticks or the controllers. And the closer we got, the more we saw. And I just thought that was really kind of awesome, because it's like, hey, it's my people. Here you are. We found it. And it was pretty funny in that way. Yeah, just a lot of different t-shirts. You can tell these guys and girls have been to a lot of other events, like maybe other EVOs or other competitions or tournaments, because they had some really unique t-shirts that I've never seen before, and I just thought they were really cool. Everyone was really friendly, really approachable. Sometimes we would just talk to somebody like, hey, where are you going next? What are you competing in? How'd you do? You know, things like that. And they would talk to us just really openly, and real, you know, just really friendly people, really humble as well. We got to meet Justin Wong again, even though we technically met him for the first time at CES. That was 2 years ago. We met him there, me and Kenny. I was with Kenny, by the way, through this whole trip. I don't think I mentioned that yet. It was really his idea to go. He's more into fighting games than I am. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan. I like to watch, I like to spectate, and I really was into fighting games when I was younger. Street Fighter especially, that was my favorite. I also played games like Killer Instinct and Clay Fighter, Mortal Kombat, games like that. I played those growing up, but as an adult, I'm just more interested in other genres, and I seriously would never have the time to get serious in fighting games. But Kenny, he's a little more into them, so it was his idea to go, so we both went. But yeah, we were both there. We were just kind of like hanging out, checking out the scene, especially the first day. We just walked around. They sell a lot of stuff, which is cool. You can buy t-shirts, you can buy pins, you could buy lanyards, even fighting sticks. They had those there. I think $200 was the one that Kenny was looking at. He almost got it. He was very close, but then he decided not to. So yeah, there's just a lot going on there. Mad Catz was there. Who else was there? Oh, I was talking about meeting Justin Wong. Yeah, we met him. We got to talk to him for a minute. He gave us a wristband each. He was just a really cool guy. He's exactly how you would imagine him, just really humble, really nice. He actually put time aside to meet with fans. He was tweeting out a lot, hey, I'm at this booth, or I'm over here. Come get a wristband, come say hi. He did that a few times, and I just thought that was really cool. We also met the Filipino champ, which he was a nice guy too. I was kind of expecting him to be cocky, since he's always up there with like his sunglasses, and he just kind of comes out off as like kind of arrogant, but he was actually really nice, and he was very humble when we met him in person. We also met some other people. I can't think of the names right now, so I apologize for that, but Kenny knew them. He knew of them, I should say. And I recognized them. I saw this guy, and I know he commentates Marvel. Tell me his name. I can't think of it right now. But I saw him, and I was like, I know this guy. Where is he from? And I would just kind of stare at him. Like, I know he's somewhat important in this, in the fighting game community. It's like, who is he? And then Kenny right away, he's like, oh, boom, oh, it's so-and-so. Let's go take a picture. So, like, he knew more so who everyone was. I just knew certain fighters, certain players. But Kenny was more so, you know, he knew who everyone was. And he did the same thing at E3. He's like, hey, that's so-and-so. Or here, there's this guy. He knows people by their face really well. So Kenny is very handy to have when you're at an event like this. And I'm sure all the Junkie Monkeys know that by now, but with E3, because he was doing that a lot at E3. And so same thing here with EVO. He was kind of directing me like, hey, that's that person. And we would go say hi. And it was just really cool. I was really happy for him because I know he's always wanted to go to EVO. At least in the most recent years, he's talked about it, and now we finally went. So I was happy to be there with him because I think it was more so for him. E3 was all about me and him, but EVO was definitely a Kenny event, and I got to be with him and check it out. You know, my intention was to go get some footage for She Attack, maybe get some interviews, get some stuff. But the problem with EVO, I'm not even going to call it a problem, it's just the way it is. But EVO is not for the media, it's definitely for the fans. So going there, trying to represent She Attack and trying to get content for She Attack was really hard. It was somewhat a failure. I think I stunk it up. I didn't really get anything because there wasn't anything to get. There was this one point where I was playing this Dragon Ball Z game on the 3DS, and I thought Bandai was there. You know, I saw this girl, she had a Bandai shirt, she was telling me about the game, and I asked her, I'm like, oh, so you work for Bandai? Like, are you here representing? She tells me, no, I'm just here. They called me up to promote. And I thought to myself, well, I haven't played any games in a while, so yeah, I came. That was legit what she said. Like, she doesn't even play games anymore, and she just thought to herself, yeah, I'm free this weekend. So I stood there, I was just, you know, I was humoring her. I was like, oh, that's cool, yeah. But in my mind, I'm like, damn, I can't even interview you guys because you're not even part of this company. You're just promoters. So it was kind of disappointing in that way because for She Attack, it just stunk in that way because I couldn't get any content. But as a fan, as a gamer, and just as a person attending this thing, it was awesome because obviously I get to see, you know, all the competition there. I got to see people legit sitting on the floor Indian style playing Smash in the other rooms during the pools and stuff like that. I got to see a couple panels. Maximilian was awesome. That was a great panel. I got to meet him. Again, I got to see Benny, which is the cutest freaking dog in the world. And it was just awesome in that way. 100% just awesome. But as media, quote unquote media, as I tried to be, it just didn't happen. It's just not that kind of event. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's better for the fans. But for someone trying to come up with anything for She Attack, it didn't happen. So besides that, as far as the tournaments go and the pools and watching all the action, I mean, there was a lot of hype moments. During Smash, there were some crazy moments. Unfortunately, on Sunday, for all the finals that day, we had to stay in the second viewing room. I was not in the main hall because we couldn't get tickets for that. Those sold out the fastest. So unfortunately, I didn't get any footage in there, but I do have footage from the second room, and it was pretty hype in there. I'm not going to lie. I mean, even the people that were just kind of scattered around, sitting wherever, they were cheering, they were laughing at certain things, and you know, chanting and stuff like that. So it was still cool, but it just sucks we weren't in the main hall on Sunday. On Saturday, we had access. I think that's just because you know, it's not the main finals day, but we did get to check out a little bit of Persona finals. We got to see all of Killer Instinct finals, which to me was probably my favorite, just because of all the comebacks and the hype moments during that. We also got to see Tekken 7, which I thought was pretty good. I'm not that much into Tekken though, but the comebacks and the matches themselves were really good. I believe the losers winner who went on to win it all. Same thing with Killer Instinct. So I think that's what made it better, because these guys were coming back and redeeming themselves, and that's what made it more hype. But yeah, but besides that, on Saturday and then also Friday, it was a lot of walking around. It was a lot of trying to meet people, checking out all the swag there, all the things you could buy. And I'll have plenty of footage, you know, for you guys to see that. But Sunday, it was all about the finals. We were sitting a lot, and that was killing my back. If you guys don't know, I have scoliosis. I have a 26 degree on my spine, and it can wear me out. If I'm at these events walking around or sitting for too long, it just wears me down, and the more time I'm out, the more I'm not resting, it just continues and continues. And by the end of EVO, I was pretty much just burnt. I was so tired, my back was killing me. I wasn't sleeping very well either, so it was kind of grueling. Vegas itself is tiring. So on top of that, if you're putting, you know, hours of sitting or hours of walking, it just kills my back. So yeah, that's the bad thing about these events. Even with E3, I was kind of struggling a bit, but for some reason EVO is just more grueling, and that's probably just because it's Vegas. It's just that kind of thing. We're out all day, you know, and all night, a couple nights too. We went out, we explored the strip. I mean, of course, it's Vegas. We're gonna go out. We had dinner, we had some drinks. Me and Kenny, we had a great time. We even met up with some of his family who happened to be out there too, coincidentally. So we had a great trip. It's just that now I'm feeling it. I have to recuperate because I'm just like torn up. My body, it just needs to rest now. So what else can I say about EVO? It's an experience to be had. I think if you really love fighting games, you should definitely go at least once in your lifetime. If you're like me, who just, you know, likes to watch, you're interested, but you're not hardcore. Hey, I still had a blast, and I still, you know, got to be in this type of, you know, this culture of fighting games and the community, and I thought it was awesome. I felt really welcomed. I felt really like in the mode of fighting games, and it made me more interested. It made me more appreciative of what they go through and what they do, how much they travel, and all of that, and the money that they put in, and the money they win. I mean, it's crazy. It's a whole culture that I wasn't fully aware of. Like, I knew people were hardcore, but to actually see it and have people, I mean, I legit saw people sleeping next to their TVs and stuff because they're resting to compete later. I mean, it was crazy. You have people walking around with their you know, fighting sticks and their own personal controllers, and they have to carry them all day, and they look so happy, and they're at home. You know, they really feel like you can really sense they're in their element, and they're just having a blast. And that made me have a blast. So yeah, definitely any gamer I think should check out EVO if you can. If you have the means to do so, do it if you can. But yeah, like I said, wasn't really the place for media, but as a fan, as a gamer, it was awesome. So that's pretty much my experience with EVO. Thanks for watching this video, you guys. I'm sorry again if I sound, you know, kind of out of it. I'm resting right now, and still doing videos, man. I gotta keep going. So yeah, that is it. Thank you again, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.